everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. He took a picture of the crust in her panties and posted it on Facebook in an attempt to embarrass her. Let's talk about it. Two-part story. I learned a very valuable lesson about men in my 20s, and this is why I move a certain way to this day. I'm in my 30s now, but when I was in my 20s, I was doing the whole roommate thing, which is something like I highly don't recommend, but it is what it is. Now, my roommate, she was very pretty, real thick, real cute, and the guys loved her. She always had her a new man. But she was really head over heels for this one guy that was just really not a good guy, but he was fine shit, I ain't gonna lie. Now, he was over there consistently pretty much every day. It got to the point where this man damn near moved in. I wasn't even tripping. I was barely there. I was always at work or at my man's crib. And what was so weird is at the time I was friends with this man's ex, and I was just like, wow, this is really awkward situation. Like, my roommate is messing with my friend's ex. Now, I had known that she had pretty much put him out the crib and he ended up at our shit. So I knew that. And when I talked to her, she was like, yeah, your friend is literally just a placeholder. If I tell my man to come back, he's coming back. And I was like, damn, maybe I should warn my roommate. So I warned her, and she was like, with all due respect, I'm just going to believe my man because I asked him about it. He said, like, he ain't got nothing like that going on, and I had no proof. So I was like, okay, I mean, do what you do. So fast forward, my friends was like, we going out for New Year's. Grab your roommate, we going out. Like, we finna get all the fine shit if we move as a unit. And so I was like, girl, you never go outside. You always up under a man. Grab your shit, we going outside. She was like, well, I want to see what Bae's doing first. Like, let me RSVP with you later. So she asked him, like, what you got going for the night? And he was like, well, I think I'm going to just go out with the boys. You should go out with your girls, have fun, and we'll link later. So she was like, okay, I'm going to come with you guys. And y'all. Now, my roommate was on antibiotics because she had just gotten rid of this man's baby. She wanted to keep the baby, but he had expressed to her that it was just not a good time for them to have a child. He literally had already had a baby with his previous girlfriend who had put him out the house, and that's how he ended up at my house with my roommate. He started dating her literally right after him and his baby mama stopped talking. Now, mind you, I told you in the first video that I knew the baby mama. I was friends with her, and it was really awkward for me to be in this situation where my roommate was messing with my homegirl's baby daddy. And she didn't care because she thought it was going to be her baby daddy too. But when he was like, I am not having no baby right now, and really pressed the situation, she got it handled. Me and my folks actually took her to get it handled, and she was on the antibiotics, healing from that. Now, he stayed by her side the entire time, taking care of her, feeding her, and bringing her flowers. And that's just what makes the story so much more diabolical. Now, like I said, fast forward, it's New Year's weekend, and my homegirls was like, look, we never invite your roommate out. Let's bring her out. Mind you, they didn't really invite her because she was really that fine, and she was like a looker. And you know how girls is. Like, girl, she gonna take all the niggas. And to be honest, like, she kind of was isolated because she would kind of take everybody nigga. She didn't care. Like, she would take your nigga and did not care. Because in her mind, she was better than you anyway. Like, if she looked better than you, in her mind, she was better than you. So anyways, we all at the club and we popping shit. We find shit. We in the section. The dudes is like whining and dining us or whatever. And she looked down at her phone and she fucking screamed. The girls I was with was like, what's going on with your roommate? I look over, she starts crying, she's panicking. She's like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. She looking at her phone, and the dude that's like living with us has his shit in our house. It's posted up with his baby mama taking a picture, talking about new start, new journey with my little family. Now, after she screamed all in the club in the section, and everybody looked at her like something terrible had just happened, we found out that it was all over a man. And so the other girls were like, girl, bye. Of course, they didn't care about her man problems. She was extremely beautiful, and she had boy problems, and they were just kind of like, whatever, girl. So me being her roommate, I was like, girlie, calm down. Like, it's going to be okay. Like, what is going on? She was like, you were right. You were right. You were right. I was like, girl, when am I ever fucking wrong? Of course I'm right. Like, I'm your roommate. Like, my interest is to still protect you, but you're being fucking dumb over this man. She didn't want to hear it, though. She was completely upset, and she headed back to the house. She said that she was going to get all of his stuff and throw it out. So before I could like get her to calm down and think straight, she was already on the phone calling another man to come and pick her up to take her back to the house. I swear, this girl, she had a guy for everything. I kid you not. So she ended up back at the house, and I continued the night with my girls. Like, I was like, girl, I'm not going to get myself involved in this hoopla. I've been told her that man was no good. So eventually I make my way back to the crib like the next day, and she's in there looking terrible. She's bagged all his stuff up, and he has yet to come get it. She was like, I've been blowing up his phone all night, and he ain't picked up the phone. I was like, girl, of course. He just posted that he was in a hotel with his baby mama and that they got a new start, a new journey. Like, you blowing up their phone, they getting their freak on. So she was like screaming. She was like, you fucking call him. You fucking call him. You're cool with him. So I was like, fuck it. I'll call him. He picked up, like, second ring, was like, what's up? And I was like, oh my God, you're so petty. Like, why couldn't you just fucking pick up her calls? You know she's in here spazzing the fuck out. He was like, look, I'll be over there to get the rest of my stuff. I took most of it the other day, but I'll be over there to get the rest of my shit. I was like, look, I don't know what's going on with you two, but I don't know if y'all can be in the same space as each other because, like, she's really hot right now. He was like, okay, I'll come later. Like, just tell her to wait outside, like, while I get my stuff because I don't want any problems. So that's what I told her to do. She said she was going to be a good girl. She was going to behave and she was going to wait outside. She was not a good girl. She did not behave. She actually, once she saw him, started throwing hands and throwing his stuff at him. He did not hit her back. He just let her get, you know, all of her hits out. And then he was like, okay, stop. Like, get off me. She eventually stopped. He collected his stuff. And I had to, like, pull her off. She was, like, crying, like, snot bubbles all over me. Like, I can't believe he did this to me. I can't believe he did this to me. I'm like, just let him get the rest of his stuff out of your room. He's almost gone. While he was in her room, he took a picture of her dirty clothes hamper. And mind you, she was having a little bit of, like, a discharge or whatever like that because she had just gotten rid of his baby and was on antibiotics. And so he took a picture of it and posted it and was like, yeah, I left her because she was like dirty, this, that, and the other. This video is going to get to like 3 minutes, 30 seconds, so just hang on for me. So when I saw it, I was immediately triggered because it's like one thing to break a girl's heart, force her into getting rid of the child that you guys conceived together. But like trying to throw in her face that you went back to your baby mama while being a total a-hole. Yeah, no, now I've got to let your baby mama know everything that was going on. I called that girl's phone and she ain't talked to me to this day because I stood up for my roommate. I was like, your man is over there doing way too much. He was over here like literally licking my roommate's ass. He was shooting her club up every night. He got her pregnant. She just had gotten rid of the baby like a couple weeks before you guys got together. He's not a good man. And sometimes he still calls her phone. So she began to scream on the phone, was like, there's no way, there's no way. I was like, look, you took him back. That's fine. But him trying to embarrass her, I'm going to have to embarrass you now. All right, we're going into like 4 minutes. Just hold on. I was like, he was over here telling her he loved her. He was buying her flowers. He was really doing the most over here, girl. Like, I don't even understand why you feel comfortable hard launching with a man who was really over here doing the most behind my friend. Like, it's one thing to take your baby daddy back, but to like have him posted all over your social media and have him still talking about a girl that he's not worried about is so fucking whack. And obviously she was upset with me saying that, but I had to defend my roommate because like, what the fuck? Now, mind you, this story is 9 years ago, and like fast forward, the girl left her baby daddy and moved on and got a better man. The baby daddy is still quite dusty to this day, and my roommate actually moved on and got her a new man and a new baby daddy, so she really dodged a bullet. But I learned never let a man get too comfortable with staying at your house, especially going in and out your bathroom, in and out your closet. Like, keep them up out them areas for sure.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back. We live on Twitch, man. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, everydaypj, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Now, the way she opened up this video, it was like, all right, you got my attention. This woman is very pretty. So the way she talked, like she kind of gave some like, I don't know, they were compliments, but then it was kind of backhanded. You know what I mean? Because she was kind of calling her stuck up, but then at the same time, she's like, she's very beautiful. So if she could take your man, she gonna take him. But you know, she's dumb as a box of rocks though, because this girl warned everybody about that man. She warned her roommate. Then when the man left, the roommate went back to her friend. She warned her friend, and she lost a friend. I think this is why you got to stay out of people's relationships, because you lose friends over relationships. We did a video the other night on live where a girl was telling her friend that her husband was not doing enough for her, and now they are no longer friends because she told her friend that her husband didn't value her, which is good information, but sometimes people just don't want to hear what you talking about. It doesn't matter. As far as the discharge in her panties, now I'm gonna say this. This is why I think women don't be wearing panties. I think women don't wear panties for this reason right here. Because they got some leaky vaginas. And if you got a leaky vagina, you want to spare yourself the embarrassment. I used to be with this girl, right? And that girl, she never wore panties, but she had a dog. And the dog would eat the crotch out of her panties every not the panties, out of her jeans all the time. Like the dog would just eat the crotch of her panties. And that gave me a hint to just whatever that dog is eating, I don't want no parts of it. Whatever that dog is eating, I don't want no parts of it because ain't no reason for your dog to be chewing up all the crotchings in your jeans and you don't wear no panties. That just let me know that you don't, whatever, you would have some discharge in there. And which is okay if it's whatever woman issues y'all. Every woman has discharge, I think. I mean, if you get a girl wet, that's discharge. But if your dog is eating the crotch of your jeans, then yeah. You need something, you know. And I know girls that eat antibiotics like candy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what for, but for whatever reason, they always trying to get some antibiotics. I'm like, you on antibiotics again, huh? Alright. Shout out to everybody that take always on antibiotics, you know what I'm saying? It's man, hey, I ain't gonna tell too much. I ain't gonna tell too much. Cause it's gonna be like crazy. But what I say is if you sleep with a woman without a condom on, just go to the doctor and just take a test. Just take one just in case, get them antibiotics. Just in case. Just in case. You know what I mean? Get that on off for you, you know what I'm saying? But because I don't know if they would call them carriers, but the carriers they don't really know or whatever. So just go get a test and they'll give you some antibiotics just cause. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, discharging the panties is wild. For him posting it is hella petty too, and it's like any woman that will be with a man that watched him post his ex's panties online, girl, let me tell you what he gonna do to you. You know, any guy that dates a woman that is making story times about her ex, well, I got some news for you, buddy. You'll be the next one, okay? That's why you don't get on these story times and be telling people business, because people be looking at that and be like, I don't care if it was 9 years ago. Why you telling my business though? You know what I'm saying?